Hi guys, this is Mr. Tranquilo, and you are watching the Astute Tourist channel. Enjoy it.
Hello, my name is Margo. I'm from Weymouth, Massachusetts, and you are watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
My name is Kurt Wilson. I'm from Derry, New Hampshire, and I watch the Astute Tourist Channel.
I'm Sean.
And I'm Barbara, and we're at the New Hampshire Grass Drags today, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
My name is Lacey, you're Miss Auburn's outstanding teen, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, July 18th. My name is Jimmy. I'm your Astute Tourist. Good morning to everybody. I hope you're all doing well today. We got a little late start just because my coffee was still brewing, so I had to, I had to get my coffee, and I was rushing in here. My iPad's playing games with me, but good morning, everybody. I hope you all doing well. What is new? How was your night? I hope everybody had a good evening. Why don't we run right over to, let's add this into the chat. That is that's the link. Come on up if you want. Let's go right over and say good morning to Sharon. Sharon is here. Good morning, Sharon. How are you? My mother is here. Good morning, Mom. Law Jones is here. Good morning. John Gaylor is here. Good morning, John. Let's see who else is in here. I think that's all we. Oh, Denise is here from Bone Tired Travelers. Good morning to you, Denise. And so far, that is what we got. Am I missing something? I don't see Jimmy. You don't see me? All right. What's going on? Let me, I need to go in and see. Oh, okay. They see me. Fantastic. It's good to be seen. It's better to be seen than viewed, right? Good morning, Charlie. Oh, you can see me now, Denise? Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for coming in. It is Tuesday, like I said, July 18th. It's a gray sky out there, but I don't think it's going to be too bad of a day. Let's see what we got going on for the weather today. Here in southern New Hampshire, it's been really hot and humid here, steamy. It's 68 degrees. It's partly cloudy. It looks like it's just going to be a cloudy day today. We may see the sun at 7 p.m. Go figure. But it's been hot here, and which is fine with me. I like the heat. Summer is here. I could do without all the rain. Like I said, the last month and a half, going on close to 2 months now, it's done nothing but rain. We've had a couple good days and then rain, and then a couple good days and then rain. I see we got a good friend in the basement. I want to add him up right now. Good morning, Sean. How are you?
Hey, buddy, how you going?
Good, my friend. Thanks for coming on. I took your advice, and we're on EV Mux.
You enjoying it?
Yeah, it's a little similar to StreamYard,
Yep.
and I'm doing my best to get used to it. But yeah, it's okay.
It's once you have a couple of goes with it, you'll end up fine with it. You'll find it's awesome.
Yeah, so I figured I'd try it. It seems pretty good so far. How's things going?
Good. We're busy just like you.
Yeah, I bet you're right in the height of teaching, I'm sure.
Yep. And tax. I mean, audits.
So you have your green screen on. What's that picture we're seeing behind you?
That's the Outback. That's a place called Woomera.
and you're somewhat transparent, I see as well.
Yeah, it's my green work shirt.
I love it.
I
It
didn't
looks
actually notice that it had. Well, let's do that. See,
it looks awesome. I think it's pretty cool. You're almost the Invisible Man. Um, let's see in the chat. Paul Vines is here. Good morning, Paul. It's good to see you. Everybody is saying
g'day,
hi.
Paul.
Chillin' Charlie is here, of course. All our not to diminish any of the folks, but our regular folks are here. Sharon and John Gaylor, my mother Nancy, Denise.
G'day, Mum Nance.
Law Jones is here. I just want to make sure I get everybody. And I'm actually streaming on Facebook too. So,
Isn't that exciting?
yeah, that's the nice thing about using this EV Mux is that I can do dual streams now. In StreamYard, they want all kinds of weird stuff in order to do that. So, this is
So
this is exciting.
what I need to get from you, because I was hoping that we could actually run a dual stream. So I need your channel details so that we can bring them up.
So what exactly, when you say channel details, is there a link or something I need to find in EV Mux, or?
It's your login details to your channel.
Gotcha.
So once we put that, like I would give the same to you.
Okay.
So that when you do a live stream, notice when you set it up, it asks you which channels you want to go to.
Right.
Are you paying for it, or are you using the free
No,
version?
I'm using
at
the free
moment?
version.
Okay. I believe that when you go with, I think you get 2 or 3 for free, and then if you want to step over that, go to 4. It's a paid version.
Gotcha.
Um,
Okay.
But when you do that, then you add in the channel details, and then it broadcasts on that channel as well.
All right. Well, I'll get that figured out, and we'll send it off to you. And then we can I can stream, you can stream at the
We
same
can all
time.
stream for ice cream.
Yes. I mean, I see some of the folks doing that. I see Eddie Lugo and
Yep.
and Sharon and Jeremy and those folks. They're streaming from each other's streams.
Yep.
And I haven't quite figured out how to do that, but I will now that you've told me. I know how to do it. So, how was your day today?
Ugh. It was good. It was good. 3 courses concurrently.
Oh, wow. What are we learning today?
Well, there was low voltage rescue, there was CPR, and then there was provide first aid. So
The good thing about being an educator is you're on top of all the skills.
absolutely.
Um,
One of the guys, 2 of the guys came from a place called Echuca. Now, if you have a look at Dr. Google and you bring up a map of Australia, there is a twin town right on the border of the state of Victoria and New South Wales. Echuca's on the Victoria side. Moama is on the New South Wales side. Separated by the Murray River.
okay.
It's about a 4-hour drive from them down to me. So they came down yesterday, spent the night here, did the course, and were driving back home today.
Yeah, that's a long drive. I've actually
It's
done
long.
those kind of things here too.
Well, fortunately, it was 2 of them together. But if you have a look at it, Echuca has some very good historical facts about it. Today, you can go and get a ride on a horse and cart buggy. You can. They've got steam ships, which go up and down the Murray.
That's cool.
Yep. They've got. You can go and do. Go and live on a cruise on a boat. Like, they've got these boats that'll hold up to 12 people, and you can hire them for a week, and you go up and down the Murray, and you can barbecue on them, and
That sounds like fun. Have you
It
done that
is.
before? Have you done that yet?
No, it's something I'd like to do.
Now, I'm assuming they must stop at different ports so you could get off at little towns, or
No,
or
you
no?
do it as you please. You
Oh,
do
so
it
you're
as you
pretty
please.
much in charge.
It's
Now,
got
do
a
you get a captain, or are you the one?
No, you're it.
You're the
it.
guy.
You got a 15 horsepower engine on it, and you just putt up and down the river.
Oh wow, yeah. So you don't go too fast. You kind of cruise. I like it.
Yep.
John says, yeah, don't cross the streams. Ghostbusters reference, I believe. Paul is here, and I checked out his last. I think it was his last video that he did, and it's now the name of it's escaping me, but it was a Colorado. Is it a Colorado something drink? It was Kahlua, vodka, milk, and cola. And
I would have been happy with the Kahlua and milk, but
I at first when he was doing the recipe, and then I saw the cola, I'm like, really? And then off screen he says, now comes the taste test, and there was this huge pause without anything. We're just looking at the screen, and then he puts the glass down and it's empty, and he says, I'll give that a 10 out of 10. So it must be very good. He gave it a Kenny review. So
Kenny's latest review is now 11 out of 10, and your tongue will slap your brain.
right.
That's his current.
11 out of 10.
review.
That's this is Spinal Tap. Have you seen that movie? But
No,
this
I
one-
haven't, unfortunately.
So they, they're musicians, and the interviewer is like, well, I've noticed your amp volume goes to 11. And he's like, normal, most amps go to 10. And he's, yeah, well, this one's 11. This one, it goes that much louder. And he said, well, wouldn't you just keep it that much louder but make it 10? And he's like, but this one goes to 11. So, Colorado Bulldog, there we go.
G'day, Denise.
So tomorrow is Hump Day Cocktail. We may have to make that tomorrow. Although I'm not a big dairy product guy, but I think I could make an exception for the drink. It looks pretty yummy, actually.
Yeah, it sounds pretty yummy. I mean, Kahlua milk, vodka, and cola.
Yeah, so vodka, Kahlua, and milk, isn't that a White Russian?
Yep.
Denise says her
Although
husband Dwayne loves that
you
crazy
can't use that
movie.
nationality anymore.
What's that?
You can't use the Russian nationality anymore.
Oh, no. Okay, well, we won't then.
Not until the war's over.
Crazy, right?
Yep.
For anyone that may have missed it, thank you, John. Here's the link over to Paul's his latest video on the Colorado Bulldog. You know what I didn't do was, hey, cheers, mate. Good morning.
Cheers.
Best sip of the day.
I've just finished dinner. I haven't
What?
grabbed
No
my
glass
coffee
of
yet.
scotch?
Well, I was contemplating it.
A little
But
after
for me, it
dinner
would be a
scotch.
shot.
Okay, so it is. It's a White Russian with a shot of cola. I like it. Denise is listening with one ear.
What are you doing with the other ear, Denise?
Are you using your new iPad, perhaps?
Ooh. She has a
does
new
it.
toy.
She has a new toy. She got a new iPad. I think she said she got an iPad Pro. I hope it works better than mine. Mine's been on the charger since last night, and it's not charging. I think the battery's about at it.
You know, you can get the battery replaced.
Yeah, I do. For 99 American dollars, they can put a new battery in, which is okay. I guess it's better than 700 for 800 for a new iPad.
Correct.
She's probably still at work, right, Law? That's right. I have 4 people talking over my head. How dare they talk over your head while you're working? and listening to Sean and Jimmy. My goodness. How
Don't
is
they
work? Have you been there all
seriously?
night? Go ahead, Sean.
Don't the four people realize just who you're listening to?
I mean, honestly, it's the Down Under Cruiser himself and the Astute Tourist.
What more can I say?
Tell them to put down the catheters and the IV catheters and the stethoscopes. And how is work tonight? Do you have did you work all night? Are you just starting this morning? Are you on a long shift? Are there any unruly patients?
Just
never
just
get
let
those,
us know.
do you?
We'll fix them up for you.
Right? She got hers for a scratch and dent. It's $219 at $219. Right on. I bought mine
Where'd you go? Walmart?
I bought mine. When did I buy mine? It's old. It's 7 or 8 years old. No, worked all night. Mildly unruly. Fantastic. I had yesterday. We had an unruly resident who decides that he likes to burn piles of brush without a permit. Here in the U.S., you need a permit in order to burn, unless it's actively raining or we have what they call adequate snow cover. Yesterday, it wasn't actively raining at all. It was actually sunny. And he decided to tell my crew to F off and get off his land. Well, guess what? The police had to come. And the police told him that, on the contrary, they're not leaving and they're putting out your fire. So, and then we revoked his a lifetime revocation of his permits, so he won't be burning at all. That's what happens when you're unruly.
Correct. Well, here we have you can burn, provided it is not a fire ban period. So if we're into high or total fire issue, you cannot burn, and if you do that, it's a multi-$1,000 fine.
Yeah. And what was it? 2 years ago? 2 or 3 years ago, you had the real bad bushfires.
Yep.
Awful bushfires. So yeah, fire is something you don't want to mess with.
No.
Denise got her iPad on Groupon.
Okay.
She says, not in Mississippi. We have burn barrel. So you could just burn in your barrel whenever you want. You can get what's called a seasonal permit for campfires. So there's two categories. You can have one that's no greater than 2 feet in diameter and one no greater than 4, which is pretty big if you think about it. And after 5 p.m. every day, as long as the danger allows, you can burn. Or if it's raining, then you can burn all day. Or like you had just explained, it's the same thing here. If we have a fire ban on, then no burning. They call that a red flag day.
So if we have a total fire ban, you can't even use a barbecue.
Oh, is that right? We can still cook here. If there's red flag days, we can still use a grill.
You can only use electric or a gas-powered barbecue. You can't use coals.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, coals they can still blow embers and brands. Yeah, there's something going on with my iPad. I don't know what's happening to it, but it may be the charging port or the battery. It'll need to go into the shop. And my laptop decided it was going to die as well. We're going on a trip Thursday through the weekend, and I was going to bring my laptop, but it's not working, so I'll have to see if I can get it going tonight. If not, live streaming from my telephone, I guess.
I see Lord Jones's last comment there.
We have the same rule, but they add you have to have guests, as in must be entertaining. That what? That's crazy.
Yeah, that means you can't cook your own dinner. That's ridiculous.
You have to cook for others.
So let's burn down the house while we cook for others, right?
Right? Do the pets count as guests? Denise says she'd be screwed. She'd be screwed. We never have guests. Yeah, it would.
So if I came over there and had dinner with you, I wouldn't be a guest. Okay, that's okay, Denise. That's fine. That's fine. I can handle it. You can call me garbage. I don't mind.
He doesn't mind. Call him garbage. All right. So.
Or you can say I'm talking garbage, but that's besides the point.
Right. Let's see. How's your lovely wife doing?
My gorgeous wife is doing very well. She's under a bucket load of stress. We're changing our student management system over, and she's buckling under the strain, but she's doing well.
That's stress is a terrible thing. So she needs to just make sure you take good care of her when she's done with it, and I know you will.
G'day, Gaylors. While your son was fixing his laptop, he provided you a temporary. That's nice of him.
Well, ask my own. Oh, as
well.
John. Says we never get an invite.
Yeah, I know. I know the feeling.
Thanks, Denise. That's
she's gone. No, you're good. I'm good.
Oh, you're good. You're going to be a guest.
I see. Thank you very much, Denise. I appreciate the offer.
Maybe I can slide in.
I'm just a bucket load away from you, like miles. But that's okay.
Sean, you want to do some history?
Sure, let's do some history.
Let's do some history.
This week in history.
59 years ago, my sister was born today.
Oh, history, I see. It's your sister's birthday today.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Jackie.
Happy birthday, Jackie. What was it like growing up with Sean as a brother?
Oh, God. Don't ask her. Ask me. She stole my money out of my money box.
Oh, boy. She's younger than you?
She is.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday to Jackie today.
I wish my mother happy Labor Day.
This Week in History is brought to you by Revive Furniture and Home Decor. Check them out at revivefurnitureandhomedecor.com. If you're looking to outfit your home and make it a castle, head on over and check them out. And they have all kinds of refinished and refurbed antique furniture, as well as new and stylish products. So check them out. They're really not a sponsor, but it's my wife's business, so
they're a sponsor.
I give them a plug. Okay, so This Week in History. Let's see. In 1195, the Almohads were victorious over the forces of King Alfonso VIII in Castile in the Battle of Alarcos. In 1811, English novelist William Makepeace Thackeray, who was best known for Vanity Fair, in the History of Henry Esmond, Esquire, he was born in India. Do you know that author? No. William Makepeace Thackeray?
No.
I don't either. You may know this one. In 1817, the English novelist Jane Austen, who wrote such classics as Sense and Sensibility and Pride and Prejudice, died in Winchester, Hampshire at the age of 41.
Oh, wow. She was young.
And my state is named after Hampshire. We are New Hampshire. In 1918, French General Ferdinand Foch launched a counterstrike that forced the Germans into a hasty retreat during the Second Battle of the Marne, the last large German offensive of World War One.
Wow.
Are you familiar with the American astronaut John Glenn?
Yes.
John Glenn, the first U.S. astronaut to orbit the Earth, completing 3 orbits in 1962, was born on this day in 1921.
Oh, wow.
In 1927, American baseball player Ty Cobb collected his 4,000th career hit. Wow, 4,000 hits. Pretty good.
How many did Babe Ruth do?
Say again?
How many did Babe Ruth do?
Oh, Babe Ruth. I don't know how many hits he had. I know he was famous for home runs. I mean, we could look that up, or if somebody wants to look that up. Law says he met John Glenn. But how many hits did Babe Ruth have? Somebody want to look that up for us? In 1944, Allied forces captured the French town of Saint-Lô, a vital communications center during World War II. And on this day in 1976, you weren't even born yet, were you, Sean?
I was.
Do you remember Nadia Comaneci?
I do.
For her performance in the uneven parallel bars in the Olympic Games in Montreal, Nadia Comaneci of Romania became the first gymnast to be awarded a perfect score of a 10 in an Olympic gymnastic event.
I invited her around for dinner and she didn't accept.
The nerve of that girl. Can't even imagine.
Yep.
Didn't she know who was inviting her out for dinner?
Absolutely. But the problem was she spoke Russian and I spoke English, so there was the problem.
All right, so Paul and my mother both have come up with 2,873 hits for Babe Ruth. But he was...
home run king.
He was the home run king for a long time. I think Hank Aaron beat him, right, Paul? 1,714 home runs for Babe Ruth. Pretty amazing. Do you follow American baseball, or do you watch it all?
I watch occasionally.
Yeah.
But names like Ty Cobb and Babe Ruth certainly made it over to South Africa at the time and then here in Australia as well.
Yeah, they're pretty famous baseball players, American baseball players. In 2013, Detroit submitted a claim for Chapter 9 bankruptcy protection, the largest such filing for a U.S. city ever. The city officially emerged from bankruptcy the following year. So Detroit in the United States was Motor City.
Yep.
For a long time, and it's still a mess, believe it or not. Every year around Halloween, they call it Devil's Night because people go and they burn down the abandoned homes, and there's fires all throughout the city. Not a good time for the firefighters.
Firefighter there. Yeah.
He hit off of Al Downing 715 home runs, or 714. Some notable birthdays in 1927. Kurt Masser, the German conductor, was born. Hunter S. Thompson, the American journalist, was born in 1937. Sir Richard Branson, the British entrepreneur, was born in 1950. Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel. Have you been on a Virgin cruise?
No.
No, I haven't.
But we hope to get on one soon.
No.
No?
You don't want to? Is that what you said?
No. We'd hope to get on one.
Oh, you hope to?
Yeah, the new Resilient Lady is going to be porting out of Melbourne.
Ah, right on. Yeah, and that's Richard Branson's cruise, right? That's his cruise line?
Yep.
In 1967, Vin Diesel, the American actor and producer, was born. In 1975, MIA, the British-born Sri Lankan rapper, was born in 1975. Nelson Mandela, president of South Africa, was born on this day, July 18th, 1918, and he died on December 5th, 2013, at the age of 95.
Yep.
Had you ever met Nelson Mandela?
I wish I was already out of the country when he came out of jail. But he would be turning in his grave right now.
Oh, I'm sure he would. Not unlike the founders of my country, they're all turning in their grave. But quite an extraordinary man, Mr. Nelson Mandela.
He was. Highly respected.
Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely. In 1925, the publication of Mein Kampf, the political manifesto written by Adolf Hitler that became the Bible of Nazism in Germany's Third Reich, was published on this day in 1925. And 2 years later, the second volume appeared. Great. Oh, swell. So there you go.
This week in history.
Man had won the war.
What's that, Sean?
If that war had been won by Germany, there's no way I'd be here today.
No, probably not. Which is a sad thing, because I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
I'm glad the Allied forces prevailed, because who knows, I may not be here either. Or if I was, who knows, the politics may be a lot different. They certainly would be a lot different.
Yep.
I was just reflecting on some of the tragic stuff that happened during that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to bring people down.
No.
Okay, so that is this week, or this day in history. Like I said, it's brought to you by Revived Furniture and Home Decor. Check them out online. They are also on Facebook. They have a Shopify store. You can order directly from their website. So there you go.
Do they deliver in Australia?
What's that?
Do they deliver in Australia?
That's a good question. They might. They may. I don't know. But let's see. Can I do this now with you here? Oh, I can.
Yep.
Can you see that?
Yep.
I wanted to talk about this as well.
Oh, we're so jealous.
Let me set this up. So, all right. So this is the cruise that's coming up on October 29th through November 5th. This one happens to be listed as, I guess I pulled up the wrong one. This is January 24 and to January 14th, but it's basically the same cruise. We'll be sailing out of New Orleans for day one. And then there's 2 days at sea. I don't know if I've been on a cruise where we've sailed 2 days straight before.
Well, when you come down to the cruise here on the 2nd of January 2025,
yes, tell me all about it.
You'll be doing 3 days each way.
That's going to be fun. I like sailing. One of the things I think we were talking about too is that, so for me, I'm spoiled. I don't like being in a closet. I've come out of the closet long ago, but I don't like, so I get a room with a balcony. I'm just spoiled. I need a balcony. And one of the nice things about being out at sea is I'll order room service for the next morning around 5:30. They'll bring coffee and a little snack, because we like to go to either the buffet or they have the brunch day. But it's nice to sit out on the balcony with a cup of coffee and smell that salt air and the breeze, and it's so nice.
And you sit there, you're eating breakfast, you're wearing your bathrobe, nothing else but your bathrobe, and you're watching the world go by.
Right. and if we catch it right, we can see the sunrise.
Absolutely.
Depending on which side of the ship you're on. But we've caught it. The last 2 cruises I went on, you're going to catch it at some point because you're
Correct.
heading out one direction and then coming back. But
Yep.
beautiful, beautiful sunrise. And it's just so nice to sit out there and have an early breakfast.
G'day, Barmanola.
Hey, Billy, good morning to you. So 2 days, fun days at sea. Of course, let's see, what do they talk about? Fun things to do. Well, eating, I guess, is a fun thing to do. Guys,
which
burger
ship's it on?
joint. We're on the Glory.
On the Glory. Oh, Glory.
Oh, Glory. I guess there's some cooking demonstrations. Of course, the Alchemy Bar. So the Alchemy Bar, I've been there before, and they have some very good whiskey drinks there.
Mm-hmm.
The Players Club, of course. Do you gamble?
No.
No, I don't either.
For me to gamble is walking through the casino from one end of the room to the other. That's
Yeah,
me.
I'm pretty much. Although I may join in the slot poll. I may do that just to say it.
No. No.
Sean says no.
I
no.
win every time. I never spend.
Yeah, right, exactly. And that's my motto is if I have money in my pocket, I'm a winner because I didn't gamble it.
Correct.
I'm not sure. So I thought I picked the right dates. Let's change the date. How do I change the date?
Click where it says change date.
I did. And that pops back up. I don't know. Oh, they want me to log in. Okay. No, I'm not sure.
I'm going to
what
see your
happened.
password. You know that.
Right? I'm not going to log in.
It'll be asterisk, 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 asterisk.
Right. All right. So we'll just go through it. I don't know if these are probably, you guys could probably tell me. Denise says she has a balcony on the booze cruise. Yeah, I can't do without it. Chillin' Charlie says, I'm not a money gambler either. Not my thing. No, I'm with you guys. I'm with Sean. Oh, the green eggs and ham breakfast. That sounds
Yep.
delicious.
Yep.
Have you tried that?
No.
No, I haven't.
When
either.
our habit is when we wake up on board cruise, we will always go to the buffet and have breakfast at the buffet. Then lunch is kind of like at a whim if we feel like it, and dinner's always in the MDR or at a upmarket restaurant.
I haven't done. We haven't done the steakhouse or anything yet.
Man, you got to do the steakhouse.
Yeah, Colleen, I think she wants to try it this time around.
And the best time to book it is book it now for the first night.
Oh, okay.
Because if you book it, you get a free bottle of wine.
Oh, is that? Oh, she likes wine too. I mean, I do, but this trip that we're going on this week is in upstate New York, and it's in wine country.
Oh,
What they call wine country, where it's kind of like, I think like it's the East Coast, kind of like California in that area. This area where, excuse me, is an area where the Finger Lakes are, and there's a lot of rolling hills and mountains in that, and apparently the grapes thrive in this area, and the wine is supposed to be particularly good. So I wouldn't know. I drink whiskey, but I mean, I drink wine, but I'm not. I really couldn't tell you a good one from a bad one. They all kind of taste the same to me. But
wine.
yeah, wine is wine. Now, if it's Scotch or a whiskey or a bourbon, I could tell you the difference. There is a distillery I found that we may be visiting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but I was looking yesterday online. So let's see. I don't consider. Oh, you're on the Lido. I think, Denise. I think so are we. In fact, I know we are. We're on deck 9.
Wouldn't it be funny if you guys were next door neighbors?
I'd be banging on the wall. Denise, wake up! I got coffee. Come over here.
Now listen, she
I'm sure
works all
Dwayne would
night.
love that.
Yeah, I'm saying she works all night.
She
I don't think she'd want to be woken up at 5:30 a.m.
probably not. I'll so I'll wake up. I'll have my coffee. Colleen is still, of course, lounging in her bathrobe. And
Does she get up with you at 5:30 a.m.?
say again?
Does she get up with you at 5:30 a.m.?
On the cruise ship, she will, because we'll have coffee together. But then I'll take a shower quickly and get dressed, and then I'll go up on deck. And there's only a handful of early risers like myself that are up there. Some of the real physical people, they're jogging or doing whatever. But I'll go to the buffet and grab a cup of coffee. I mean, I don't think they're serving breakfast that early, but I'll grab a cup of coffee and then I'll stand on the rail and drink a cup, and I'll take some photographs and things like that. So, who was it said sausage biscuits, buttermilk biscuits, bacon, eggs, and grits for breakfast? That sounds good, Sharon. Law, you're absolutely right. Colleen is building she is building a wine cellar.
Is she?
In the basement, yeah. That's how much she's into wine. She's probably, if I had to guess, she has over 50 bottles of wine in the basement.
Man,
right now.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do they have the screw top or do they have the cork?
I think they all have corks in them. I'm pretty positive.
A lot of wines here are getting the screw top, and it's actually detracting from the flavor of the wine because the cork is the thing that lets the wine breathe.
Absolutely. Yeah, the screw top wine here in this country is it's not considered a fine wine by any means. We used to drink when I was a younger man, maybe in high school or after. There was a brand of wine called Boone's Farm that had a screw top on it, and it was like 50 cents a bottle. So that ought to tell you something. But
Australia invented the cask wine.
Oh, is that right?
So it's a box this big. Oh, you can't see me right in the picture there.
Yeah.
But it's a box roughly this big with a bladder in it filled with wine, and it's one of those push things that you push up and it drips out. Like those drinks.
That's a box of wine. That's what we call it here.
And we call that a cask.
A cask. Okay. A box of wine. Billy says, I booked a balcony on the 9th deck on the Jubilee. As soon as I paid it off, I got an upgrade offer to the 15th deck balcony for free. I paid mine off. I didn't get an upgrade. What the?
Billy, why are you so special?
Yeah, well, it is Billy, the Bambinola.
Oh, sorry.
Man.
Sorry.
He was supposed to be going on the booze cruise with us, but something happened and he's not able to go now.
Yeah, it's. I know what it is. It's because there's been word in the wind that Eddie was actually going to be on board that ship, but you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Denise says she's an early bird on a cruise, so you'll have to have coffee with us, and you'll have a nap in the afternoon. Does Dwayne? Does he rise early as well? Yeah, the ship is different. early in the morning. I like it that early. It's nice. Everything's kind of quiet. You know, there's none of the pomp and circumstance. There's no dance parties on the deck. There's none of that. It's just nice and quiet. I
Yep.
enjoy a nice walk around the deck, enjoy the air, a cup of coffee. Um, let's see. Boone's Farm. Chillin' Charlie knows what I'm talking about. Denise says, I like screw top wine. There's some good ones, I guess.
Well, you can get some pretty decent wine here at Aldi, or the Aldi stores here can sell wine. So that, and their wine is very reasonable. Like for about $4, you get a decent Merlot.
John's got to drive Jody to work, so we'll see you later, John. Thank you. Drive safe.
Nice to have you here.
And Dwayne does wake up early, see? So we'll have to have coffee in the morning. Maybe we can meet on the deck.
I've got to watch you two. You and Colleen and Dwayne and Denise. I've got to watch you guys.
We'll make a video. We'll send it to you and say, look, see, here we are. We're on the deck.
Look,
Having
I
a
know what it's
coffee.
going to say. Look what you're missing.
Right? Yeah, but then I know what I'll be getting in a year's time. The same thing. From Fiji, you'll be sitting next
Absolutely.
to a palm tree, drinking one of those drinks out of a coconut. I know.
Yep.
I know you.
Yeah. Look what you're missing, young Mr. Jimmy. You could have been here.
Right? All right. So anyway, we're going to Montego Bay. I've never been to Jamaica. That should be fun. What do they offer there? A lot of swimming and zip lining, and it's all the catamaran stuff. I don't know. We haven't even picked any excursions yet.
Hang on a second. This is what I find amazing. You're on board a cruise ship for 7 days. You then go into a port, and they want you to get off the cruise ship and get onto a catamaran.
Yeah,
Another boat.
I don't get it. I mean, I could see a zip lining thing, river tubing, or seeing the local demographics. But getting off a ship and getting on a boat, that makes no sense to me.
No, exactly.
And then we'll be stopping off in the Grand Cayman Islands, which I have not been to either. I guess there's more swimming with dolphins and turtles.
Yep.
And then you can explore Cayman by land and sea. Have you been to the Cayman Islands?
No. But rum cake sounds really good to me.
Rum Cake Center, panoramic view and local bites. And then Cozumel, I've actually been there. I've been there before. The last cruise I was on, we went to Cozumel, but I didn't spend any time there because we got on a bus and I went to one of the ancient Mayan ruins. I think it was actually Chichen Itza was the one we went to, which to me, that's just fantastic. I love the history. So, maybe it was Tulum. There's Tulum. So it could have been Tulum. I've been to both. And then a fun day at sea. So you spend 2 days on the way out, and then the way back there's just 1 day. And then
Yeah, because they go to the furthest point and work their way back.
Right.
Billy's saying wife is in a job transition and they are shutting the location in New Orleans and moving to Texas, close to the border of Mexico. They're having travel meetings monthly.
Oh, wow.
So what's the missus going to do?
Yeah, exactly. Denise says neither of them drink coffee, but we can meet for breakfast. Bloody Marys?
What a letdown.
You're going to do the raisin turtles. Okay. We haven't picked any excursion yet. Paul says Grand Cayman has a cool port bar. Yeah, that's a good question. Billy, are you going to be moving to Texas? Yikes. I'd much rather stay in New Orleans, I think. Although I've never been
Yeah.
to Texas.
New Orleans is not nowhere near as big as Texas, right?
No. Well, New Orleans is a city, of course, and Texas is a state. In fact, Texas is the largest state in the country.
Hang on, are they a state or are they the country of Texas?
Well,
Which
I
happens
guess
to
that,
mean-
right? That depends on who you talk to.
Correct.
They're their own little republic, I think. And there's the Glory in all her splendor. That's the ship. You guys that are very hip to cruising. I don't know what class that is. I couldn't tell you. It looks similar to. I went on the Liberty and the Valor both, and it looks very similar to both of those. So I couldn't tell you what class they are. I'm not that hip. But we're excited. So that's going to be our cruise.
You're gonna have fun. You're gonna have a ball.
Yeah, I think it will be. Like I said, Colleen, or I didn't say it today, but all the sisters will be with us. So she has 3 sisters. So
You have my sympathies, mate.
yeah, they're actually a lot of fun. I enjoy them. It's when the 4 of them are together, though. Us husbands, yeah, we can't get a word in edgewise. And
Hey, but did you ever?
No.
On, seriously.
no,
You know, you guys can just let them have their natter, and you can go and do real important stuff like
well,
check out the rum bar or the.
right,
I mean, you are on a cruise, right?
right. And I like how you think. I think there'll be a lot of that, especially when we're on board.
Yep.
The nice thing too is that all of us, we've had a couple gatherings to talk about the cruise, and you know, some group should go with you, or people expect you to do every little thing together, and we're not like that. Do you, whatever you want to do. You want to go gamble, have a good time. You want to go to the show, have fun. You want to sit on the Serenity deck for the week, have a good time. Nobody is bound to do the same thing that everyone's doing, so which I like. Makes it nice.
Yep.
So Sean, we're 4 minutes out, so I think we're going to do the close. I appreciate you coming in. Oh, one thing that we did not do, I didn't put any banners up, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We got that. And if you want to PayPal us, you can PayPal us here. But the big thing is we didn't talk about this, which I have to. So I'm actually scheduled for the 26th at 10 a.m. For
Oh, cool.
the cruiseathon. So Sean, if you want to talk about the organization real quick.
So, Helping Hands for Cruising, folks, is an organization that we set up to get people who have never ever had a chance to enjoy the cruise life. They are people who, for one reason or another, are either disabled or the carer of someone disabled, or have had a bad turn of luck and financially are really strapped and have been strapped all their life, and a vacation of this nature is never an option. Well, Helping Hands for Cruising gives them that option. And so we're having on August the 25th and 26th a cruiseathon where we unashamedly ask you to empty out your pockets and give us whatever you've got, even if it is 5 cents. We don't mind. As much as we can get, we will be grateful for. We're looking, our goal is $10,000 US. And with that 10 grand, we can get 3 people or 3 couples at least on a cruise ship. And that's our goal for this year. So
don't forget August 25 and 26. It's a Friday and a Saturday. I talked with Meg and Crystal both, and we're scheduled for 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, which
Awesome.
Is a little early, but it should be a lot of fun. Not as early as now, but so we're going to be talking about it in the weeks to
what are
come.
you talking about being early? It's nearly 9 p.m. Come
Right,
on.
correct. I mean, it's bedtime.
Exactly.
But Sean, thank you for coming in and sitting with
Thank you
us
for having
today.
me.
It's always a pleasure. Don't forget PMA, Positive Mental Attitude. PMA will definitely save your day. It'll when I tell you that I'm living proof that it works, just believe me, it really does work. It pushes all that negative energy away, and you're going to have a great day, a good week. You'll have a good life. It's been working for me for several years now, and I haven't been. I haven't been. This is the best I've been in several years with dealing with post-traumatic stress and a few other things. So it really works. Don't forget to think about and pray for and thank our first responders. They're out there every day protecting us and keeping us safe. That includes our good friend Denise, Bone Tired Travelers. She is a nurse, and she's taking good care of folks every day. Works hard, long, hard hours. Thank folks like Denise and the firefighters, police, healthcare, EMS workers. Don't forget our veterans, past and present. Those folks are out there every day, standing on that proverbial wall, protecting us from harm and making sure that we're all safe and protecting our liberties and our freedoms. No matter where you are, and protecting our flags like this one right here, as well as Sean's flag and the Canadian flag and anybody else that lives in a free society. They're protecting those flags because they're definitely worth more than the cloth that they're printed on, and there's a lot of meaning behind those. So never take that for granted. I love my flag. I salute it every day. I fly that flag everywhere I go. I have one in my office. I have one in my car. I have several on the outside of the house. So just don't take those things for granted because we can lose them very quickly. That's it. That's going to do it. I appreciate you, Sean. I appreciate all of you guys coming in. Tell your wife I said hi.
I will, and thank you for having me.
And you're welcome. Have a good night. And we're going to see you later. My name is Jimmy. And for Sean at Down Under Cruisers, I want to wish you guys peace and love from deep down in my heart. We'll see you tomorrow night for Hump Day Cocktail Hour at 6 p.m. Bye-bye.
Take care.